compared to a Pixel 6a that just came out, which is more of a budget phone, so keep that in mind. The iPhone XR wasn't really a budget phone, but it kind of was. It was kind of weird. So that kind of covers it out there. Now let's go into a speed comparison between both these devices. The iPhone XR has that Apple A12 Bionic chip inside of it with 3 gigabytes of RAM. The Pixel 4a has that Google Tensor chipset inside of it with 6 gigabytes of RAM, so twice the amount of RAM here. So let's go see which one is the faster one between both of these. Okay, there we go. All the apps are cleared out in the background, as you guys can tell. So let's get into it. Let's do phone calls, 3, 2, 1. And the Pixel 6a is here, iPhone XR is here, hopping out. And I do have the gestures on here. Let's go into their app stores, 3, 2, 1. And the Pixel 6a was faster here. The Android Play Store is so much faster to load up than the App Store for some reason on iPhones. I'm not really too sure why. Scrolling through, it does kind of seem to me that the iPhone XR is giving me a smoother experience. I've seen a few complaints of the Pixel 6a's display, but I've seen a lot of Androids that have that kind of thing, so it's really not that big of a deal. Let's go and get into Google Photos, or just their Photos app, 3, 2, 1. I think the iPhone XR did kind of win there. Let's go into their cameras, 3, 2, 1. And kind of the same thing too, not really that crazy big of a deal. Let's go and take a photo. So we do not have live mode on the iPhone XR. We don't have dark mode ability on the XR, so keep that in mind. The 6a does have that capability. Let's go and get into their internet browsers, 3, 2, 1. So we're on 2 different panels here, so we'll just kind of let that one slide. We do have a few of these third-party applications between both. We do have something like, Snapchat. Let's load that up, 3, 2, 1. I am logged in here. I am not logged in here, so keep that in mind. Let's do Twitter, 3, 2, 1. Kind of the same thing, 2 different panels, but kind of the same thing. Instagram, 3, 2, 1. I may be logged in here, and I'm not, and I think the Pixel 6a won that one. Let's go and do Temple Run 2, 3, 2, 1. A little pop-up there. I hate when that happens. And another pop-up here. So we will have to kind of shift that a little bit. I will probably say that the Pixel 6a was probably still going to win there, but it was still very, very close between them, if I'm being honest. Okay, if those pop-ups didn't happen, you kind of have to give it a little bit of slack. Let's go and get into play. Let's go see what the graphics are. I think they're going to be roughly around the same thing. It's not really going to be that big of a difference here. But still, for a 4-year-old phone on the iPhone XR, it's keeping up fairly well. Now, I do want to load into their settings panel because that is something that probably a lot of people are going to be doing. 3, 2, 1. And I thought I didn't even click it on the Pixel 6a, but I did. A little bit of a glitch time on the Pixel 6a there. I'm not really too sure why that happened like that, but it's something that could happen, it's totally okay. Let's get into their clocks, 3, 2, 1. Pixel 6a I think was opening up a little bit faster, but I'm seeing something where the Pixel 6a is a little bit kind of glitchy when it clicks onto something. It's not a crazy big deal, but it is one of those things that I've kind of seen a few times already, which is very interesting. We can try contacts, 3, 2, 1. And I will say when it comes down to it, at least from the few things that I've kind of tested, there are some flip-flopping things going on. It looks like the iPhone XR I think is the smoother phone overall. When I'm going through and I'm clicking on an application, I'm just kind of going from there. It seems like the iPhone XR is the smoother one overall. But the Google Pixel 6a I think is the faster one, which is expected. For a phone that just came out with one of the newer chipsets that Google has made, you should expect to see a faster phone from the Pixel 6a, but the smoother phone still is the iPhone XR. That's kind of what I'm seeing here. It's not like a groundbreaking achievement,